Audio test, audio test.
I should probably leave, I guess.
Can you kindly, like, fucking get out of here?
Yeah, you're gonna have to move me yourself.
Audio test, audio test.
I should probably leave, I guess.
Can you kindly...
Wow, way to be a
get out of here?
dick.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move me yourself.
Test, audio test. I'm only doing the theme version.
Why did you post that?
I didn't post anything.
Why'd you post that? Oh, God. The fuck? Okay.
You're gonna have to post your link in Discord because I don't have your link.
I don't have a link. You go to my YouTube channel. It's good enough. Ah.
Why did I type in Hizzle and it tried to do Sizzle? Sizzle.
Getting there. Almost there.
I'm looking. Oops. YouTube.
Check. Microphone check. Heat-roll.
Microfuck. Fuckity fuck fuck fuck. I'm too loud. Sorry.
I'm gonna drink it now.
Test 1 2 3.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. There we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for being a friend. Rolling back again. The heart is true. You're a frail and a confidant. Nothing true and heart is. Gotta know the lyrics. What
How is a confidant? I'm way behind. And if you threw a party,
thank you for
everyone
being a friend.
You would see the biggest gift of you from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." Okay, that's
it's hump day. I moved on. Have you not moved on? Jesus.
I moved on.
First Kobe, then Madden, and now Betty White.
Well, Kobe died a couple years ago.
No, he died in 2020.
I thought it was 2019.
Oh. He died right before COVID started. Anyways, we're here.
Oh, I guess it's been a year.
It's hump day.
2 years. January 26, 2020.
Exactly. We're here. It's the Hump Day Hizzle Gaming Podcast.
The Hizzle Gaming Podcast. What's up, people? It's the first of the year 2022.
It's 2022.
First gaming podcast of this year. At least the one that matters. There's probably been several other podcasts out there, but fuck them.
Yeah, fuck all the other podcasts. Nobody cares about those.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about this isn't 2K. And it's not. It's not 2K. It's the Hizzle Gaming Podcast. And we're going strong into 2022, which should be a really good fucking year for video games.
It should be a very good year for video games. I think I saw an article where there was like, they're expecting like 50 plus games this year. I could be wrong, but
that makes sense.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's right.
Yeah. CES kicked off this week, and PlayStation did something at CES. But before we get to that, we're gonna go over the sales.
Sales.
It might be confusing because it says the holiday sale is still going, but they increased it 1 week and added
some stuff.
Some new titles. Yes, they did. Yep, they added some new shit. So,
I can't remember if this was on there or not, but they added Far Cry 6.
They did. Yes. They did.
It is right now on sale for $36.
I think it was on there before. It was on there before.
I can't remember. I know we talked about it.
Sure. Yeah. They added the Nathan Drake collection to the sale. I don't know how much that is. Let's look it up. Because if you haven't played Uncharted 1 through 3, and then you're planning on getting the Legacy of Thieves collection, which is coming out this month, which is awesome. But it's going to be 4 and Lost Legacy. Then you could pick up the Nathan Drake collection for like $9.99. And Lost Legacy. And you can play 3 games. No multiplayer in that collection, but 3 games. Pretty fucking good. Yeah. Okay. Highly recommend that. That is a PlayStation exclusive title. And it kind of, I don't think you can play Uncharted 4 without playing 1 through 3 first. There's a lot of shit in Uncharted 4 that really doesn't make a lot of sense if you haven't played 1 through 3. And I think 1 through 3 kind of hold up. Maybe 1 doesn't, but 2 and 3 definitely hold up.
Oh, yeah. You got NBA 2K22 is now on sale.
Best game on PlayStation 5 still, in my opinion. I mean, as far as, it's not the best overall game. It's just like, if you like playing sports games, you're going to get, 500 hours out of that shit.
Okay.
So it's definitely worth it,
Listen, they added 2 of the best games. Actually, there's a third on there I just noticed. They added The Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how much that's on sale.
You can buy, all these games are good. Like, I think they added...
okay, yeah, these are actually pretty good prices. Oh, hello, Dead or Alive. I don't know why you're there in that kind of picture. Yeah, the last round is just a topless picture of some girl in Dead or Alive next to The Last of Us.
I can't recommend Ken and Bridge of Spirits enough.
Okay. Last of Us Part 2, the digital deluxe edition, is on sale for $30. It's actually cheaper than the standard edition of the game.
They added the Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut to the sale.
Buy it. Buy it. No questions. Buy it.
Yeah, that wasn't on the sale last week or last time we had the podcast.
Nope, it was not. Did they add a? I think they added, and well, I guess NHL must have been on there last week, because I don't remember seeing it last week. But then again, I probably just didn't notice it because I wasn't really paying attention to it. NHL 22 is on sale on there. Yeah, they added some titles. One of the best titles on here is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition. With the new expansion coming out, if you don't own this game, you might as well buy this while it's on sale so you can get that. I'm pretty sure it's a free upgrade, right? Or at least it's a $10 upgrade.
Free. It's free right now, as of now,
Okay.
as of today, as of this moment.
Okay.
Borderlands 3, which was on sale last time, but damn, $15 for a PS5 game, and it runs really good. It's good. It's a good game. You can get Jedi Fallen Order for super cheap. I think it was on there last week as well, though. Mortal Kombat 11 is actually on PlayStation now, but it's only a PS4 version. So if you want the PS5 version, you can pop that for $18.
True. Returnal, I know it was on here last week, but it was, or what? I don't know if it was it? Returnal? Oh, it's on sale for $50.
I've seen it cheap.
Yeah.
With Sackboy.
Yeah, I got a notification that Sackboy's on sale for $30.
That was added this week.
I'm torn between either getting Deathloop or Sackboy, to be honest, right now. I mean, they got the season pass for Valhalla.
Death Stranding Director's Cut wasn't on there last week either.
No, I don't think it was. I know that they announced this week that Death Stranding is coming to PC. Kojima finally put that up on his social medias. Hitman 3, the deluxe edition, is on sale. I think they said that was on there last week as well. But it's on sale
Hitman was definitely out there.
It's on sale for $32, which is a very good price for a game that's $80. Final Fantasy VII Remake is on here still.
Battlefield 5, which apparently has more players than Battlefield 2042 on Steam. $10.
If you didn't get it while it was free, that is.
And there's the Neo Collection. $40. Oh, the deal that I saw last week, Persona 5 Royale Ultimate Edition, was 60% off.
Okay.
$40 for a $100 title.
It's still not a deep enough sell, but the new Jurassic World Evolution is on sale for $50 roughly in that area. That is a PC game, so you should just buy it.
You might want to buy all the Ubisoft games you can get, because they may be in deep trouble and Xbox might be swooping them up.
Really?
But that's yet to be seen. We'll see how deeply in financial trouble they are if they get swooped up by Xbox. I thought I saw Watch Dogs 2. Yeah, there it is. $10. Which is super, super fucking good.
Yes, it is for that game. Sekiro is on sale for $30.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good game.
Wonder if there's any VR games. I'm going to look
think you could show more to.
I'm going to look at VR. PlayStation VR required. Let's see. Did they add anything new? Oh, there's Box VR, which is like a boxing workout thing. I don't see anything new for VR.
Listen, you got Sniper Elite right there for VR. You can shoot people in the balls in slow motion.
Yeah, Fract got really good reviews, but it's not. It hasn't been out long enough to get a very deep sale. I don't see Sniper Elite on sale. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that hasn't been out long enough to have a deep sale either. Deep enough.
This looks interesting. I've never heard of this before. Called Robinson the Journey. The information on it is like when the Esmeralda crashes on Tyson 3, a boy named Robin is left stranded. He must rely on his wits and Higgs, an AI companion from the ship, to survive. As he reaches for as he searches for the lost crew and comes face to face with dinosaurs, Robin discovers that Tyson 3 is not a paradise once promised. It's a single-player game. It's on sale for $7.50.
Yep.
Huh. The premise seems interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't use any of the good controllers though. So probably a walking simulator.
It's probably what it is. But I mean, $7.50 is pretty good.
And it came out in 2016, so pretty old.
There you go. Well, you could just go buy yourself Ping Pong Pro and become a world champion in ping pong. But yeah, they added some new stuff. Go to the blog. They have a list of the games they added for the holiday sale.
I could have sworn some of them were already on there though, but I guess not. I could have sworn 2K was already on there. But they have extended the sale out 2 more weeks. So you still have them gift cards, those sweet, sweet PlayStation bucks.
Okay.
You can spend them on the store. Maybe get some good digital swag for your PlayStation.
They put the nominated Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl on there, it looks like, from what this list says. So.
PlayStation Plus. Your games are out.
Yes, they
You
are.
can go grab them.
I'm gonna grab them tonight.
2 PS5 games. Or cross-gen games, I guess. And then Persona Strikers.
That Deep Rock Galactic looks like it might be fun. I think I might install that tonight to try it out. It's 1 to 4.
Last chance for your December PlayStation Plus games. Last chance. Also, the VR games are going away, so put them in your library, even if you don't have VR, because the next bit of news may make you change your mind a little bit. Also, PlayStation Now got their free games. They got, well, they're not really free because you're paying for the service, but they got
Some more titles.
They got 6 new titles. They got Mortal Kombat 11, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age Remastered, Fury Unleashed, which kind of looks like Contra to me. There's a game called Unturned, which I guess is kind of like Minecraft.
Alright.
I don't know. There's a game called Super Time Force Ultra, which is basically Broforce with a time freezing mechanic. And you get Kerbal Space Program Enhanced Edition, where you build a spaceship to go visit some alien motherfuckers. this looks stupid, but it might be fun.
Herbal is engineering game. You try to build spaceships that actually take off. That's the whole purpose
That's what
of it.
that is just what I just said.
I know, but I'm
Thanks
just
for repeating
saying
me.
it's
It helps.
I've
if
seen
you,
gameplay over
you
the
know,
years.
Can hear
It
the other hosts.
doesn't look as entertaining.
It doesn't look as entertaining. What do you mean? As what?
Some other games that you could probably buy.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation Now, so maybe you want to install it and try it out. I don't think this kind of game really works on a console because
Yeah,
there's too many
that's
options.
what I'm thinking. I mean is, it looks like it's a game that should have been left on PC. Cause it's yeah.
There's too many options.
Mhm.
That's what I was telling
I'm a
my
menus
kids
guy,
the other
and
day. I was like, if you can't pick up a controller and play it easily, then it probably doesn't belong on console. I don't really think MMOs belong on consoles for that reason.
So what's this Fury Unleashed?
It's like Contra.
Okay.
Apparently, there's blood in it because it's asking me to tell them my age.
Okay.
It looks like Contra to me. Yep.
All right.
It's a 2D side scroller. You shoot shit, get upgrades. Definitely not something I would ever buy, but I don't know. It's part of PlayStation Now, so it might get installed and fucked around with for an hour. So yeah, a lot of stuff. All the stuff that came out for 2021 January for now, and plus quite a bit. Yeah, so there is rumor that Ubisoft Plus is going to come to Xbox Game Pass, which would be the first step to Ubisoft getting swooped up by Xbox. Rainbow Six Extraction is definitely coming to Xbox Game Pass Day 1. That's already been announced. And they're saying that the game subscription service, Ubisoft Plus, is coming to Xbox.
Okay.
I think it's not part of Xbox Game Pass, though. I think it's just the announcement is just Ubisoft Plus will be available to Xbox owners.
In other words, if you have a thing, you can play it on your Xbox now.
Yes. So if you already subscribed to
Ubisoft
Plus,
like EA Plus on PlayStation or EA Live or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep. So if you have a subscription and you're like,
I've never subscribed to their content before.
So Plus is coming to Xbox. You still have to pay for Plus, but you can download the games to your Xbox. And then Rainbow Six Extraction, the actual game itself, is launching on day 1 on Game Pass. So that's quite a bit of intertwining going on there. That's leading people to rumor that Xbox is going to swoop Ubisoft up.
Okay.
Which would be an absolute disaster for me, because I like Ubisoft, and Xbox would. I'm not sure they could fuck up Ubisoft's future any more than Ubisoft is already, because they are trying to. They did put NFTs in fucking Ghost Recon. They are switching to a infinite model with Assassin's Creed, so they're already fucking shit up. But they have that Star Wars license now, and it's like, God damn it. I want that to be a good game. I don't want it to be full of fucking
NFTs.
Yeah, or store-bought items.
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes it is what it is.
Exactly.
At least we know that Quantic Dream is making a Star Wars game, and Sony's also remastering or remaking, I should say,
Knights of the Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic. Yes.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Ubisoft Plus is $15 a month, so it's not exactly cheap. I don't think you can get it on the cheap either. Can you? I don't think you can pay for like a year for $60 or anything like that.
I don't think so. I think it's probably similar to probably like how Microsoft does their stuff.
Yeah, so it's still I think it's still quite expensive for Ubisoft Plus. But I would say if I could get it on PlayStation, I probably would. Because it would save me. Because I pretty much buy every single Ubisoft game that comes out.
It's $120 a year.
Yeah, so it's like if I bought 3 games instead of buying 3 games, just do the service. But like I'm looking at their games and it's like, okay, Ghost Recon, Far Cry. I would buy Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Division, Crew, are all games that I have purchased. So I probably buy 70 to 80% of the Ubisoft catalog already. So it's like, But there's the other thing with Ubisoft games is that they go on sale really, really fast.
And constant.
Yeah, they're always on sale. It's like Immortal Phoenix Rising went
That
on
game
sale
was
so fast.
That game was on sale within like a month.
Yeah, it's like I remember waiting for the sale and buying it and being like, haha, and then being like, fuck, when it went on even deeper sale like a couple months later.
Yep.
But like Riders Republic came out and it went on sale for Christmas like half off, like almost immediately.
Yep.
Valhalla was kind of full price for a while. But I know Division it got cheaper quite quickly. In fact, I think they even gave it away for free at one point. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is hella cheap because it just didn't do well. But it's like I'm kind of in this boat where I'm like, and then with all the DLC and shit with Ubisoft games, it's like shit. I never had the DLC, or I never know what the DLC is gonna be, so I never get it ahead of time. And I don't know.
So I dug a little bit more into Ubisoft Plus. They have 2 versions, but not the way you think. So they have PC access and multi-access. And you think, oh, multi-access, able to get a hold of PlayStation or Xbox, right? Nope. It's just Ubisoft Connect on PC, but also cloud gaming for Luna and Stadia. And that's $18 a month.
Yeah, it's way too much. Considering Xbox Game Pass itself isn't even that much.
They don't even have enough games on here to. Yeah, there's not enough games on here.
The only thing is you get shit day one. So, like, if you're gonna buy it anyways.
I mean, at least they get Far Cry 6 on here. And then there's, Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed, but all in all, there's like literally 9 different titles in total. So, yeah.
Another quick bit of information before we go on to a little bit of news. If you go on the Epic Game Store, you can get all 3 of the new Tomb Raiders on PC for free.
Nice.
So Tomb Raider Definitive Game of the Year Edition, Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. It's actually all the DLC. Or you could just download Genshin Impact and play that.
Well, I'll definitely have to pick these up still. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, put them in your library.
So at least I can play the newest one, because that's the only one I haven't played yet. Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Or no. Is it Rise or Shadow?
Shadow's the newest one. Mm-hmm. Okay. But you can get all 3 of them right now. And it looks like tomorrow you can get Gods Will Fall. Which I think
looking
is
on it.
Like some kind of building game, or
it's a dungeon runner.
Oh, there's no building.
Experience the trials of 8 warriors and their plight to sever the gods, grip of humanity as you take legions of beasts in each god's realms.
Don't read. Okay.
But based off the pictures, it looked like Diablo style, a little bit more cartoony-ish. It was top down, like barbarian. It looks like he ran. That's the reason why I just read.
Is it multiplayer?
On here it shows it as. I'm looking. Because I clicked on the link.
Know what it would.
Normally it would tell you if it was a multiplayer. I figured.
It says 8 warriors, so that's why I thought maybe it might be multiplayer. But I'll wait for this to be free tomorrow on January 6th. An epic day in American history.
Or is it just on sale?
No, it says it's coming free tomorrow.
Okay, because the DLC is on sale in it. Okay.
So Gods Will Fall. DLC. Oh, is it DLC?
There was DLC in there. It looked like.
Okay. Yes. Online co-op mode only. Cool. Well, that'll be a free game tomorrow. Oh, wait, that's Godfall. That's a different game. God damn it. Gods Will Fall.
I'm going to click it on Steam because generally Steam lets you know.
It's a single player game.
Yep, just single player.
Yep. It looks like it would be multiplayer. What the fuck? Jeez. So yeah, that's cool. I always like to check out the Epic Games Store because it's like the Steam sale ended today, I think. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, there were some games on there that I was tempted to buy, like Raft and whatnot, because I figured get that game while it was like on a deep sell, but I ended up buying it because I was just like, I'm good.
There's so many games right now, dude.
I know but I'm just saying there's just so many games, and then
like when Horizon comes out in February, I want to play because I never played the Horizon DLC. I never played it. So I wanted to replay.
It comes out on the 28th, right?
Middle of February, I think.
I thought it was the end of February.
I think it's the middle. Like they said, it's in a few weeks, which would make me think it's less than a month away. But yeah, I want to play Horizon. Like I want to play like before Uncharted. So Uncharted comes out, Legacy of Thieves, and I'm getting that upgrade because it's $10 from PlayStation 4 to 5, and I wanted to play through. Get that and play through 4 and Lost Legacy again, which is, that's a good week of gaming right there. And then
February 18th.
Yeah, February 18th is fucking Horizon, and I wanted to play through Horizon, so how the fuck is that gonna fit in that space?
I know how it's gonna fit. Next week you start Horizon. No, because then you literally have 1 week to play. If you start next Tuesday on the 11th,
yeah,
and you just play it every night, and you should be, if you finish it in time, it'll be ready for the Tuesday, so Monday night midnight.
Oh, you mean starting on February 11th?
Either start either next Monday or next Tuesday.
Next Monday. That's January.
I mean, oh
That's
wait, that's
January.
yeah.
You're in the wrong month, man.
I'm in the wrong calendar, bro. Fuck me.
No, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I got Uncharted coming at the end of this month, and my
So-
problem is I kind of sank back
it's a
into a
Friday.
fucking MMO.
So it is a Friday, which means started on the 7th. That gives you literally 2 weeks, technically. Roughly, just less than 2 weeks.
I probably won't replay all of Horizon. I'll probably just play load up my save and play the DLC.
Well, make sure your save's there first. You've been having some issues with your cloud recently. So,
if it's not there, I know it's on my PS4, and I can re-upload it to the cloud.
oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got Sifu is coming and fucking Dying Light 2. And it's like, I'm not getting either one of those. But
Well, I'll be
know
getting
I'll play...
Sifu, but Dying Light 2 is a game I'll get on sale. But I'm definitely getting Horizon.
Uncharted, I'm definitely getting, and I'm definitely replaying those games.
Okay.
Because I want to see what it's like to play Uncharted in 4K 60.
Okay.
And then it's like, I'll just drop into Horizon while other people play Elden Ring, because fuck them.
Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out in March and February that it's just going to be like, fuck my bank account.
Even Assassin's Creed has a massive DLC dropping in March.
Oh, I'm going to have to hold off on that one.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out.
There's so many games coming out. Actually, let's see what they all are. And February and March games.
But yeah, it's just like, oh, dude, it's like I want to replay. I want to do get those good ass games justice by replaying the original. I won't replay Uncharted 1 through 3 though. That's too much.
There's that free MMO coming in on the 11th of February, Lost Ark. That's like Diablo style.
Yeah, I won't get into that. I'll let other people
it's gonna be horrible.
get in that. Yeah, the servers will be down and it'll be a nightmare.
I don't know what this is. It's called Elix 2?
No, I'm not going to get that.
I don't even know what it is.
I've
never Babylon's Fall?
Yeah, that actually looks cool, but
I don't remember seeing anything on it.
It kind of looks like Godfall. It's a melee, co-op melee game.
Gran Turismo 7 is on the 4th of March.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in that either. Especially since they just gave the grid for free. That kind of a mistake.
Okay, good. There. Okay, so Tiny Tina's Wonderland isn't until the 25th of March.
True, but before that is Final Fantasy Origins.
Yeah, The Stranger of Paradise. Final Fantasy Origins on my birthday, March 18th.
That's Neo. That's the people who made Neo.
Yeah, I know, but the release date is my birthday. Oh man. I thought Forspoken was coming out later in the year, but they announced it for May.
Yeah, it got a release date.
Yeah, May 24th. But okay, so it looks like February is gonna have the most of the games I'm gonna end up buying. I can at least see 2 that I'm buying it no matter what, and that's Sifu and Horizon. I see Elden Ring there, but I also see Dying Light. And that's about it for me. And then I guess in March
they can all go suck it.
Yeah, in March I guess it's just Final Fantasy and Tina. But I don't gotta worry about that for a while. So, okay. Oh fuck. It feels like this is gonna be the first time in a while that you're like, ooh, games hitting all
I
at
mean,
once like that.
after Horizon, it's pretty much dead for me for a while.
Yeah, until they started announcing shit again.
I mean, I'm interested in Babylon's Fall, but and I'm interested. I'll probably play Assassin's Creed DLC.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, whenever that next gen version comes out.
God, yeah. As soon as that drops, I'm replaying that game.
Why did I have to see?
That's like a month right there. That's a month.
Why did I see Suicide Squad kill the lost? I was like, don't think about the game. Just wait for it to come out.
Yeah, it's not. It won't be out this year at all. I don't think.
If they drop it, it's gonna be a surprise. Definitely never going to play Lord of the Rings Gollum, even if they give it away for free. I saw the art style of that game, and I don't give two fucks. Cyberpunk next gen update sometime at the beginning of this year, so like March, April, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming The Witcher's probably gonna be later in the year.
You think they'll bring out Cyberpunk before Witcher?
Yeah. I think they're gonna do it.
That's unfortunate.
Well, it's because of the massive fuck up. They probably have to put it on priority.
Okay. Yeah, and I might check out Rainbow Six Extraction depending on reviews and how quickly the price drops.
Okay.
But I'm definitely not getting it at the beginning. I learned my lesson on Ubisoft games. And it seems like the entire Xbox Game Pass, if I really, really, really need to play it, I can just do it there on PC. But it's like, I'm interested on how hard Elden Ring's gonna be. Like, but I'm like, fucking, I just don't like those games. I don't know why I keep looking at them like as though I'm going to play them,
It might work better as an open world though. Because if there's a way you can escape instead of being trapped in small corridors, unless it's just open areas that lead you to death. Unless it's just open areas that just lead to the corridors.
Half my deaths in Demon Souls is me getting my footing properly. Oh yeah, that's another Ubisoft game, Avatar, that doesn't have a release date.
Oh yeah. Oh, and
which
then
I'm super into that. I don't know why. But...
Also, don't forget there's Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Which they haven't even shown anything.
Nope. I'll be fine if they don't ever show anything, to be honest, too. I don't know if Indiana Jones would translate into a good game.
Yeah, and Hogwarts, disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. It's like maybe they canceled it? I don't know. Seemed like it was pretty close to being done, and all of a sudden it's just gone. Haven't seen anything about it in forever. So yeah, but I mean, coming up right away, it's pretty much just Horizon and probably that Final Fantasy game, even though it's Neo style. It's like shit Neo style. I don't know if I like that either.
Was Hogwarts Legacy supposed to be an MMO?
Yeah, no. It's a single player game.
Okay.
The only website I trust that has legit dates, it's for me, it's fucking Uncharted, and it's fucking.
Oh, okay. These titles are so fucking misleading because I typed in Hogwarts Legacy, was it canceled? And then every article was pointing to Harry Potter MMO was canceled. Harry Potter MMO was like that.
No.
IGN clarifies it in their fucking title. Harry Potter MMO was canceled by EA in the early 2000s because it thought the IP wouldn't last.
Oh,
So this was the
how
early
wrong they
2000s.
were.
Whew.
Oh, how wrong they were.
If they made an MMO in the early 2000s, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? It's very possible the game probably would have still be around today. Because they
Maybe.
had that kind of fan base.
So at CES, PlayStation dropped their VR2 tech specs. And here's some of the specs. Okay? And
Okay.
I'll compare them to the PS4 and the PS5 current versions of VR. So visual fidelity.
Okay.
VR2 offers 4K. Which is, if you're talking about a PS4, it's 720p. If you're talking about a PS5, it's 1080p. So PSVR2 is 4K, and then frame rates of 90 to 120. Currently on PS4, it's 30 frames per second at 720, and on PS5, it's 60 frames per second at 1080.
Okay.
So I don't know how it treats old VR games. Like, does it upscale to 4K or how it does? You know, they say it's backwards compatible with all current PSVR games.
That's literally what the comment section in this thread post just talks about. Will this be backwards compatible with PSVR 1 games? And almost everything is just talking about that.
Yeah, that's important because there's actually quite a large catalog of PSVR games.
But not only that, it's the PSVR fan base. It's pretty loyal.
Yeah, they just have a big they're like one of the only. I mean, yeah, there's Oculus, but they're not like strictly gaming, right?
Yeah.
So like, PSVR is like the only real console manufacturer that's like, okay, we're gonna make games like that you can just pick up and play in VR. Some of them are misses, some of them are really good.
Yeah. So the Oculus Quest 2 is the only thing right now that can compete with the PS4 VR at a price point, because they're roughly the same. They're both at $300 for starting price. But there's two versions of the Oculus Quest 2 where you can get like a $300 one and a $400 one. And I think the $400 one just has bigger memory.
And that's a standalone device. You don't need a PS.
You don't need, yeah, and yeah. And you don't, because the cameras are built into the headset. So.
Well, anyways, they had inside-outside tracking with integrated cameras that are embedded in the headset. So similar to Oculus. Okay. So you don't have to have the camera. You don't have to set up the camera. That's probably the most annoying part of current VR is your camera has to be at the right height. It's got to be pointed. You have to be about 8. I would have to say between 5 and 8 feet away from it. And so you have to have a very specific setup in order to use current VR because of the camera. So your movements, direction, whatever. So you don't need an external camera. So that's good. I don't know if that brings down the price. I think it does. It'll probably bring down the price, but it's like then that extra cost is absorbed in the, just the, 4K 90 frames per second shit. And then I think they're redesigning the controllers. They have eye tracking. And of course 3D audio built into the headset, which is very important in VR. When you're jacked in, you need to have the headset on. Like, it doesn't make sense to listen to like sound through your sound bar or your TV when you're playing VR. you need to your ears have to be covered and you need to be jacked in. And that 3D audio will help you immensely immerse yourself as far as like when you hear something in a direction, you can look at it immediately, right? Just like and that's very important. Um, and then they talk about you know the additional haptics and adaptive triggers that are built into the new sense controllers. So like the things you hold on to.
Yeah.
So they're redesigning basically the wands, but they're not going to be wands for this.
They're gonna be Kumba sticks.
Yeah. So and then they talk about looking in a direction could be an input for a game character. So that's kind of weird. I don't know how like blinking and shit. I don't know how that might be interactive.
Well, the eye tracker, if it probably says you close your eyes, it probably indicate that the motion.
Well, I'm just thinking like if you have like a 3D avatar, like let's say you're in VR with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Like how good does that work? That'd be interesting. And then they talk about it having a single cable. So that's kind of important. Although a lot of people bitch about cables, but how big is your fucking room?
Not too big.
You know what I mean? Like I understand the whole multiple cables thing because the current PSVR has the camera that you have to set up, and it has a cable, and then it has the box. It has the separate box which has 4 cables. So, and then the VR headset itself has a cable. And then you have to charge the wands, which means you probably have to have a charger, which also has a cable. You got to have a charger for your wands. Like, you're not going to be plugging USB cables. It's just a mess. It's a mess. To keep your wands charged up, if you have if you have this aim controller, like I have a whole fucking setup just to charge my shit. It is a pain in the ass. But I have more to say about VR, especially since I just I just rode the Spider-Man ride at Disneyland at California Adventures.
Yeah.
And they have like this hand tracking in the ride that tracks your hands. You can actually shoot webs out of your hands, and it can kind of track the direction. And while doing that, I was like, okay, like this is basically like I mean, my experience with VR, like that ride that you wait an hour and a half to get on is basically like a 4K, 60 frames per second VR experience.
Okay.
And no better. You're shooting webs at little robots and destroying them. You can like grab onto stuff with your webs and like pull it. It's exactly what you would expect from like a VR experience, except for in that ride, you can't look around. You can only look straight in front of you because it's a screen. Everything is directly in front of you. It's not a 360 degree up and down experience. If you understand what I'm saying. The other thing I think that's really powerful about this VR2 is since the cameras are built in, you don't have to worry about the headset like losing its field of view with the camera.
Okay.
So you can basically fall down on the ground and the headset will still work, which could be dangerous.
Yeah, I got a feeling that I plan on getting the VR2, right? Instead of just getting the VR1.
Mm-hmm.
Because might as well just wait for the VR2 to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And but the headset part is what sort of worries me. It's like, how fragile are those gonna be? Because people are fucking rough with shit. And I have a feeling that you're gonna hear a lot of stuff about probably Like the sound doesn't work or something.
Hmm. I will say with the original headset, it's really fucking well made. It's PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, I really
Uh,
enjoy my Pulse 2s that I got or whatever, the PlayStation Pulse, whatever the PS5 headset.
yeah.
I really find that comfortable. It doesn't like feel like it's squeezing my head or anything. Comes to my ears very carefully. Good sound quality so far, but I haven't really tested with any PS5 games. So
Oh, that's a shame. You should play Returnal.
well, like I said, when I get an actual PS5 dedicated game, then I'll be able to test it. Like Chorus sounds great on it, right? And then
Yeah.
I also when I play
There's a PS5 version of that?
yeah,
Oh. But it doesn't have
it's a
3D audio.
PS4 and PS5, but I don't know if it has any updates or anything like that.
Well, if you want to play a 3D audio game that's fucking trippy.
Returnal.
Or, I mean, you can play Demon Souls
Yeah, I guess I could do that because I still have that installed.
or Miles Morales. You can reinstall that. It has 3D audio.
True. But, you know, I might do that because that's more my speed. I will say that so you know how on the PS5 or PlayStation you can listen to Spotify or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They also added Apple Music recently to it, I guess. I didn't realize this. I have Apple Music Plus because my phone. Because that comes with my phone comes with membership to that. So when I'm playing Farming Simulator, I'm just listening to PS. I'm just chilling out to early 2000s music from my playlist that I created in the early 2000s.
No.
Oh my god, I was listening to Goo Goo Dolls, Breaking Benjamin. Oh man.
Yeah,
But,
and I think also with this PSVR 2, they demoed Horizon Call of the Mountain,
yeah,
which kind of goes to my point of I think PlayStation wants every single one of their major titles
they have a
to
VR component.
have a VR component. Yes.
And, it's what I saw from their trailer. My brain instantly thought Skyrim the first 5 minutes where you're just riding that fucking wagon that everyone memes. And I'm going, please don't tell me this VR thing that they're going to do for the VR2 is going to be probably a Rails, you know.
No, it won't. It won't be. Some of it'll be on rails, but yeah, I'll bring it up here. But yeah, I think that every single game that comes out for PlayStation, at least early in the hardware cycle, will have a VR component. I don't know if it'll be included with the game. It might be separate. It might be a side experience for like $20 or something. But yeah, this looks like it might be on rails for quite a bit. And then like there'll probably be a section where you like shoot a bow or something. They don't show very much. That's all they showed. But now you know why they bought Fire Sprite Studios. Because that's the studio they're going to use to like crank these VR pieces out. The only thing that I was wondering was like, is this Call of the Mountain its own game or does it come with Horizon?
It might come with Horizon. It might just be something that, you know how they did Ghost Tsushima Legends? Is this something they
Yeah.
drop later, maybe for free?
Well, like Final Fantasy, remember Final Fantasy 15 had VR, and it was part of the game. Like you could literally boot up Final Fantasy 15, and there's a VR section.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and yeah, so interesting. Call of Duty also had it. So that was when PlayStation VR first launched. They had a bunch of like gimmicky, like fucking VR. Star Wars Battlefront had an X-wing mission, which then they turned into a full game. Final Fantasy 15 had you play as Prompto and you go around and fucking shoot behemoths. And then Call of Duty had like a little like space flying section. And
Okay.
so a lot of games had little VR things built in. They were included as part of the game. So like almost like encouraging you, like if you own VR, to like go out and go ahead and buy these games that maybe you wouldn't normally buy. But then they stopped doing that. They stopped doing that like quickly, and they started bringing out like full games in VR. But like I know you can play Hitman 3 in full VR, but I
Yeah,
think that's, what is that, 6 levels?
I think so. I know there's a multiplayer aspect on that game as well, and I think it's probably similar to how they do Hitman. I think it's more like a sniping level.
And then Ace Combat had some VR built into it. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. It's interesting that they demoed it at CES though, because that's like not really a place I would think they would want to demo it.
Well, that's the only place they actually go to now, and then they actually just do their own stuff. They don't go to E3 anymore.
Yeah, Sony does their own thing. They're like
You
Nintendo
know what?
now.
You know what we should probably pay attention for? Is when the Tokyo Game Show happens. Because they might just say, screw it, let's just do Tokyo Game Show alone. They would dominate the market there. They dominate the market in Japan.
Yeah, that's another thing that Xbox is trying to get in. You know, they're trying to get into Japan, and they're trying very hard.
Yeah.
The other thing that hasn't been announced yet, and that's all these rumors about the PlayStation Plus service going changing, and they still haven't announced anything. And my guess is when they do it, something's gonna fucking happen. Like they're gonna do something with the service that's gonna be like, they're gonna add, what I would say is they're gonna add something significant to it. I don't know if they're gonna just say Now and Plus are together, and then maybe raise the price. But then it's like, what about all these people who bought like 2 or 3 years of Plus already?
Yeah, you mean like us?
Yeah.
I mean, you bought like 2 years. I bought like just 1 extra year, so I don't have to pay until 2023.
Well, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard not to buy when it's $30 for the year.
Like $20 or $30 for the year. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, shit, that's cheap, man.
I didn't realize that Borderlands 2 was in VR.
Yeah, Borderlands 2. There's a Skyrim VR.
Yeah. I'm watching this. I have this video up that shows the top 25 games of PlayStation VR. Oh, it looks like Drift has VR. I mean, Dirt Rally, the game that just dropped.
Yeah, Dirt has it. Tabletop Racing, or there's a bunch of racing games that have it built in. Drive Club had it. Yeah, I don't know what they say their top VR games are. For me, my top VR games are there's like basically action adventure James Bond type game, which is Blood and Truth. That studio did so much with VR that other studios are now copying. Obviously Beat Saber, like anything rhythm based is cool. I think that Farpoint game is really cool, but you need the aim controller for that shit. Obviously the Star Wars games.
I could never play a game of probably like Pistol Whip in VR. Ooh, I'm just watching this right here, and it's just like, oh god, I'm already bad enough at aiming with a mouse.
And like I said before, it's like when you aim in VR, you just kind of aim like you would naturally. So if you get it all set up nice and you jack in and it's dark, and you can kind of get rid of all distractions for like an hour or so. It's like going on a really fancy ride at like you know, and like I said before, I think if you are gonna like be a VR person, it's like you almost get it more for like other people that come over, and then it's like you jack in, and then you just laugh at each other. That's
You
kind of
laugh.
what it's
You
for.
laugh until you see that one person who punches the TV.
My favorite thing was the Star Wars Squadrons, uh, having people trying to fly, and like they would get disoriented because they would turn their ship upside down.
They get vertigo.
And then they'd be trying to turn their head to like fix the ship. Yeah, instead of doing it, fixing it with the controller. Because when you're in the ship and everything's upside down, your inclination is to fucking fix it with your head. To like look. Like, same thing when you're flying a jet. I don't know how people don't get sick playing Ace Combat in VR, because this shit's fast. You're just like, fuck. That shit flew right past me. Like, fuck. Shit's super fast. So I prefer things to be a little bit slower in VR.
Yeah, I'm watching the Star Wars Squadrons. It looks nauseating.
When you get upside down. That's why I told the people that came over that were playing it, was like, try to keep your ship as level as you can, and don't go upside down, because you are going to get a headache.
You're gonna feel it in your gut.
Yeah, you're gonna get a headache. My dad tried VR Astrobot, which is another one of the best games in VR, and he was walking on the tightrope and he fell, and he almost fell down.
Oh no!
In real life, yeah, it feels like you're falling. It tricks your brain into thinking you just fell. And so I told him, you're not going to want to play the last level in Blood and Truth where you jump out of a plane, because it feels like you just jumped out of a plane. Or you can be Hizzle and not know how to climb ladders in VR.
That was probably one of the funniest things I ever watched you try to do, because in that game, Blood and Truth, you could tell they really wanted you to use the Joy-Cons, and you were playing with a controller.
Yeah, that was stupid. I should have never played with a controller.
I was laughing so much because we were just watching go like this.
Yeah, you need to. That's another thing about VR is I'm glad they're redesigning the controllers, because the controllers are an integral part of playing in VR. You can't have sticks in front of you. It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe flying a jet or a ship or something, it makes sense. Driving a car, it might. Actually, you know what? If you really wanted to be a hardcore like racing dude, you'd have a VR helmet, and you'd sit in a chair with a fucking gas pedal and a fucking steering wheel. You know what I mean? You'd have that full steering wheel setup. And I know people that buy those, and those things cost like $10,000.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, get that $10,000 setup like that T-Pain has.
Yeah, and it's like in VR, you could probably get that same setup, and it would be better because it's in VR. And if you could hook, kind of jack it into maybe a nice chair, you could have like a really fucking nice setup for like, I don't know, $500 instead of $10,000, because you could get the VR. Those steering wheels are kind of expensive, but it's like, shit, if you're really a racing dude and that's what you want to do, it's like, fuck. So anyways, PlayStation is fucking supporting VR, so that's kind of cool to see.
I'm seeing gameplay of Hitman 3.
Yeah,
in VR, and it's just cool. It's just the game. It's just first person.
Yeah, it's all the levels, but in first person. But anyways, fucking that's the podcast.
Nice.
We don't want to go too far over. We're at 1:05. So chill with us. We're gonna go back over to Twitch.
Yep.
I might set Deep Rock Galactic to download and
Hop in some New World for some little tree leveling.
I don't know if I want to load up New World. That shit eats my PC alive. I don't know how long it'll take to download Deep Rock either.
I don't know either. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn my PlayStation back on. Oh, it's still on. Good. I thought it was gonna shut off on me. I'm gonna.
But comment if you want to comment. If you play VR, since we talked about it a lot. What's your favorite VR game?
Like, subscribe, follow us.
If you don't play VR, what should they say? What did you do for New Year's? That's what I want to know.
What did you do?
What did you do for New Year's, Yujiro?
I played video games and worked.
He was at work.
Playing video games. You know what game I booted up at work for the first time in probably 2 years? Just because it's always nerve-wracking to try to play any game that tries to really hold your attention when you're technically supposed to be working. I installed PC Build Simulator and I forgot how to do every fucking thing in that game. So I just went like this, screw it, and I just started just putting shit together, going like, well, this doesn't work. Yeah, it killed an hour or two.
Oh, and next week we're gonna do a shortened game podcast, and we're gonna talk about Witcher, and we're gonna talk about. Did we already talk about Witcher? We haven't.
Not really.
We're gonna talk about Witcher. We're gonna talk about if Hitcher can finish it. Cobra Kai, and Witcher on Netflix. So if you're interested in that, check out next week. Later.